Anubis, the god who rules between life and death. In the silence of the desert night, his shadow lingers over forgotten tombs, his gaze fixed on the path every soul must walk. Few have dared to speak his full story until now. Beneath the burning Egyptian sun, where golden sands stretch beyond the horizon, the wind carries whispers of gods, pharaohs, and the mysteries of the afterlife. Among these whispers, one name resounds with both awe and fear: Anubis. With the head of a jackal and the body of a man, he is the eternal guardian who walks the line between the living and the dead. But Anubis is far more than a god of death. He is the ferryman of souls, the unflinching judge of truth, and the silent witness to the greatest secrets of the ancient world. Anubis's birth is shrouded in secrecy and tangled in forbidden love. One ancient legend tells of Nephthys, sister of the goddess Isis and wife of the chaos god Set. Envious of her sister's grace, Nephthys disguised herself as Isis and seduced Osiris, the ruler of the afterlife. From this hidden union, Anubis was born. When Isis discovered the truth, she could have cast the child aside. But instead, she showed compassion. Knowing Set's rage could destroy him, she hid Anubis among the reeds of the Nile and raised him as her own. From the moment of his birth, Anubis belonged to both light and shadow, the son of order and chaos, destined to walk between worlds. Some variations of the myth even suggest that Anubis predates Osiris's rule, making him one of the oldest gods in the Egyptian pantheon, a divine presence that existed before the great cycles of kings and dynasties began. The image of Anubis is as striking as it is symbolic. His sleek black jackal head is not a random choice. In the deserts of Egypt, jackals roamed the edges of cemeteries, guarding the dead from scavengers. To the ancient mind, the jackal became a natural protector of tombs. Black was not the color of mourning, but of fertility and rebirth, the color of the Nile's rich soil after the annual flood. Anubis's dark hue signified both the promise of new life and the stillness of death. In temple carvings, he is often depicted standing over a body laid on a funerary bier, hands poised in blessing, eyes fixed on the journey ahead. Every detail of his form was a reminder. In the shadow of death lies the seed of eternity. Anubis' primary duty was guiding souls to their final judgment in the Hall of Ma, at the weighing of the heart ceremony. In that sacred hall, the heart of the deceased was placed on one side of a scale, and the feather of Ma'at, the goddess of truth, on the other. The heart was the vessel of a person's deeds, desires, and sins. If it was lighter than the feather, the soul was pure and worthy of entering the field of reeds, a paradise of eternal peace. But if the heart was heavy with wrongdoing, it was thrown to Amit, the devourer of the dead, part lion, part crocodile, part hippopotamus, ending the soul's journey forever. Anubis was impartial and incorruptible. Not even the gods could sway his judgment. This role made him one of the most feared and respected deities, for in his presence, every soul, king or servant, stood equal. Anubis's legend is woven through the most dramatic stories of Egyptian mythology. When Set betrayed and murdered Osiris, scattering his body across Egypt, Isis began a desperate search to piece her husband together. At her side was Anubis. It was he who performed the first act of mummification, wrapping Osiris's body and restoring it enough for his spirit to live in the underworld. This sacred act became the foundation for thousands of years of Egyptian funerary rites, all performed under the unseen guidance of Anubis. In other myths, Anubis stands beside Ra, the sun god, in the eternal battle against Apep, the serpent of chaos. As darkness tried to swallow the sun each night, Anubis joined the divine fleet that sailed through the underworld, defending the light from the endless coils of destruction. There is also the tale of Anubis and Bata, a story of betrayal, brotherhood, and justice where Anubis's loyalty to truth was tested against lies and deceit. These lesser-known legends show a god not just of death, but of honor, loyalty, and balance. Anubis was not a distant, untouchable deity. His presence was invoked in countless rituals, from the moment a body was prepared for burial to the final sealing of the tomb. Priests wearing masks shaped like a jackal's head would perform sacred rites, calling upon Anubis to guide and protect the soul of the deceased. Incense filled the air. Symbolic offerings of bread, beer, and precious oils were placed beside the body, and prayers were whispered for safe passage through the treacherous lands of Duat, the underworld. The Egyptians believed that without Anubis's blessing, no soul could hope to reach the afterlife intact. Anubis's temples may have crumbled, and his priests long turned to dust, but his image has endured for over 5,000 years. Today he remains a symbol of justice beyond death, of protection against unseen forces, and of the eternal truth that no life escapes the final judgment. He is not merely the god of the dead, he is the keeper of the balance, the guardian of the threshold, and the unyielding protector of what lies beyond. So when your final day comes, and the scale is set before you, will your heart float like a feather or sink under the weight of its secrets?